Today's video, I'm going to go through all of my luxury purchases for 2024 and the items that I also sold. And it is Christmas Eve here in Australia, so what a better time for, me to grace your lounge rooms or your laptops or your iPads or whatever you're watching me on. Even if you're sitting on the toilet, you get to watch me go through all of these things, so you are welcome, okay? The true meaning of Christmas. But firstly, if you are new here, my name is Connor, and on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. So like I mentioned in my previous video, which was my December 2024 Q&A, I'll link it down below if you have not seen it. During the year of 2024, it was slim pickings for bags. I really just didn't have any kind of thrill at looking at stuff. There was a lot of beautiful things, but nothing for me, nothing that I really just loved. And even looking back on it now, I don't have any regrets. There was nothing that I missed out on. There was nothing that I wish I'd just gotten. It really was a very, let's put a positive spin, a safe year. Okay, it was a very safe year. And yeah, it is what it is. But maybe 2025 will be different. But yeah, it just is what it is, and I was a lot more conscious of what I was looking at. If I saw something that kind of, tickled my interests, I really thought about it and was like, no, I'm just getting it because for getting its sake. There really wasn't any kind of love. And I think that's a really good way to be if you're trying to be responsible. But yeah, it is what it is. I did buy a few things throughout the year, and all of them I still love. And now I think that I'm at the stage where all of the bags that I have in my current collection, they do serve the purpose I want them to serve. I don't need anything now to serve any kind of purpose other than I just really like it, or it's really cool, or I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, I like the color. I don't need any sort of, I need it to suit this purpose now. I don't think that's, that ship has sailed. I got a bread bag, for God's sake. Which, in Brisbane, they have a French festival once a year, and like, hello, if I only can take that bag to one place, it's the French festival in Brisbane, so sorted. But yeah, like all of the practicality aspects that people say, oh, it doesn't need a suit of purpose, but really it does. All of those things, they're all sorted. I've got bags for work, I've got bags for taking out where I need medium stuff and small stuff and all of that. So those bases are covered. So anything I'm looking at now, it's just for fun, okay? Fun. But we'll get started with the first thing that I purchased. So the first bag was my GM Neverfull in Damier Azur. I picked this up pre-loved for 1,000 Australian dollars, which was an absolute bargain. I saw it on a Facebook group, I think New Year's 2023. And I was busy at the time, and I kind of just like took a screenshot of it and forgot about it. And then when I was going back in my screenshots, I think the seller originally had it for like $1,400, which is still a great price. But I just totally forgot about it. And when I went to go search for it in the start of 2024, she'd reduced it to like $1,000. So I was like, serendipitous, I think so. But yeah, I bought it, it's perfect. The vachetta is all worn in. There's water spots on it, but it's kind of in a good way. The canvas is that old school thick Louis Vuitton canvas. It's from the week of my birth. It's like whatever week in February, which equates to like the 20th to the 26th, 7th week, 26th of February week. So I was just like, mate, meant to be. But backstory to why I really wanted the Neverfull. So when I went to Paris in 2023, Dale let me take her monogram GM Neverfull and did not miss a beat. This bag, for myself anyways, does exactly what I want a large tote bag to do. It sits on top of my suitcase. The handles can go over like the little pulley bit of the suitcase. It fits everything. I do have a Zimoni organizer in mine, this like beautiful electric royal blue, and I use it just for obviously organization when I travel. But yeah, it's perfect. It fits under the seat. Fits obviously in the overhead thing if you have to put it up there. It's easy. It can go over my shoulder if I need it to go over my shoulder. It's sturdy, durable, all of the things that people love, or all of the things that make the Neverfull a popular bag. This definitely does it. Yeah, so I got this for $1,000. So I was starting off the year pretty good, and I just add some doodads on. I've got like a I got a, what's it called, luggage tag with my initials. I've also got a Loewe letter charm, which I also bought this year, but I don't really think it counts as a purchase. But I got the C. I can't remember what these are called, but you can get like other things and you can add them onto your bags. But yeah, so this was the first and arguably maybe the best so far. Woo! The next bag that I purchased was my Goyard Cap Vert camera bag. This I purchased when I went to Singapore in June of this year. God, that does not feel like 6 months ago, but this year's gone very, very fast. But yeah, this is what I purchased in Singapore at the, I can't remember which, is there only one boutique in Singapore? I can't remember. But I purchased it there. It's in this beautiful blue. I love this color. I think this is probably, you know, my favorite of the Goyard colors, and it just vibrant pops. It's got silver hardware. Yeah, and it's just your standard camera bag. It is adjustable crossbody, and it's got like this beautiful contrast white stitching on it. And then on the inside, I do have a little like bag protector in there, but the inside is this like yellow color. It's just a great bag. It's very easy. I took it traveling when I went over to Western Australia this year, and also when I went to Adelaide, and someone actually spotted me when I was at Joanna Lumley in Adelaide because of this bag, and they messaged me on Instagram and they were like, I saw you because of this bag. So, you know, I don't know if that's don't know if that makes me a target, no. But yeah, it's a great bag, and it's just very practical, but it's also very me in blue. The canvas is actually pretty good. I haven't had any kind of, you know, issues with it or wear or anything. Even the corners and everything, it's really good. And I actually stuffed this in, what bag did I take? What did I take? Oh, I took, I have like this denim APC tote, and I would put this in it as well, and it was, you know, suited the moment. But yeah, great bag. My next luxury purchase was my corgi charm here from Loewe, which I purchased, I believe, in July of this year, or maybe it might have been the end of June or July, I can't remember. But this, oh my god, it's absolutely adorable. I've got it on my Speedy, which I also took when I went domestic traveling, which was very, very quintessential for that. But yeah, I put it on any bag really. I put it on my my Peekaboo. it's a really easy, carefree kind of bag charm. If you're looking at the Loewe bag charms, they're probably on more the affordable side when compared to other bag charms like from Louis Vuitton and stuff, where theirs are like $1,500. I think this was 740 Australian dollars. But yeah, it's very cute. I love corgis, I love dogs, and anytime I can get something that reminds me of dogs in general, I will definitely do so. But this one, it just makes me smile. I mean, bag charms really are just charming, right? But the loop is really good. It's made of like a, I don't know, eggshell kind of leather. It can loop through anything. You can change the knot. You can add other dice charms on these, like what I just showed on my Neverfull, the C charm. You can thread these through. You can do whatever you like. But they're pretty substantial for something that's made out of felt. They bring out all different animals all the time. I know Maggie Chu has the red panda, the red fox panda fox, whatever it's called. But yeah, if you're on the fence about getting one, just do it. Just do it, I say. And yeah, if you've got an affinity to corgis or to dogs, well, this will itch the satisfaction. Satisfaction the itch. Satisfy the itch. Yes. The next purchase was my Hermes stole or shawl or scarf, whatever you want to call it. And this is in this, I don't know, combination of kind of like grey, icy blue tones as well. It's like a grey blue, but it's really fresh, and it goes with all of my colour palettes. I got this with the intention of wearing it to Paris, which obviously I will be doing. And yeah, it's got little horse jockeys around the edge here. It actually is still available, it's still like in season, I believe. The ends are like a, I don't know, fringe the fringy offcut. Is that what you call it? Soft fringe, okay? Soft fringe there. But yeah, it's just very cute. It's got Hermes Paris on there, and it's just my color palette. It's a cashmere silk blend, and you know, it's got the herringbone detail. Not a lot to say about it, but for me, the rectangle size ones like this work a lot better than the square ones. It just depends how you know, like to wrap your scarves. I generally like to do like that and then around, or where you kind of like go like this and then pull it through. This can do that. The square ones, I don't think for me it worked, or yeah, but if you're someone that kind of likes to layer up around your neck, the square ones might be better. But you know, when you're spending this kind of money, you want it to work. I think it was just under $1,800, so you know, it's not pocket money, but it's definitely something that will last. It's definitely something that's great quality, and it's Hermes, so do I say more? And then the last item was actually gifted to me by somebody very special. If you are against fur though, or you're triggered by fur, or you don't want to see fur, this is a fur item, so just switch off now or just scroll past to when it's over. And if you want to write how much you hate it in the comments, go for gold. I'll probably give it a thumbs up and a heart to help the algorithm. But it is what it is. But Una from Vintage Lover 83 on Instagram, I will have it linked down below. She obviously is an Aussie, lives in Japan, does all the little baguette hunting and all of that stuff. She is a master at what she does. I must take my hat off to her. But she reached out and was like, Connor, I have this item and I have no need for it, and if you would like it, I will send it to you. And yeah, girl, I like it. So it is this mink Fendi shoulder, well, it can actually go crossbody on myself, like shoulder guitar crossbody strap in mink, this blue and brown mink, and it kind of the brown almost has like an ombre where it starts off darker and gets lighter towards the edge, but this blue is absolutely beautiful. And then the backside is in like a black calfskin, and then the hardware is silver with, like, you know, the silver lobster claws on. It's got made in Italy there, and then it's got the Fendi, where is it? Fendi stamp there. And I was like, yeah, I would love that. So she sent it to me as a gift, which was very, very generous. So thank you so much, Una. And it is so soft. Now, this kind of color palette, I was like, what do I wear this with? So 2 options. It can go with my MTO, or this is my favorite little combo. Let me go and grab it. Or it also goes perfectly with my soft trunk baguette. So silver hardware, and then on the back it's black, so it kind of goes with that. Yeah, I think it's just a really cool little fur mink accessory. Obviously blue, I love. Silver hardware, black, it's all ticking the boxes. But imagine this in Paris, just taking it out, even if I just do a little handheld moment with it hanging down, or I can easily put it over my shoulder, or it actually fits crossbody on me. It sits probably at the right crossbody height for me as well. But yeah, it's such a cool piece, and I just I just love patting it. But thank you so much, Una. This will be cherished forever. Now for the items that I sold. Now there were only 2 from memory. I kind of looked back through my videos and photos and stuff to see if there was anything else, and I'm pretty sure it was only 2. But the first was my Pochette Voyage, which I bought in 2022, I believe, towards the end of 2022, or yeah, I think it was towards the end, and I purchased it off Vestiaire Collective. I think it was that Virgil collection. I don't know if the Pochette Voyage came to Australia, and if it did, I missed it. And I was hunting it for ages. It was in like the kind of antique monogram, and it had the #1 Vuitton or #4, whatever it was, on there, and it had the blue. I really loved everything about like the colors and all of that stuff, but it was just something I never reached for. I didn't like carrying like something that was only handheld like that. I took it to Meredith's wedding, and I took it to like a Louis Vuitton, was it the Brisbane store opening, I think I took it to, and maybe a few other things, but every time I held it, it was really annoying. And I prefer a bag that has a top handle and a strap, so if I want to carry something, I can just carry it by the top handle, or if I want to put it like a crossbody it, I've got that option, and if the strap just hangs down, cool. Like, I feel like that sort of thing works better for me. Like, I would always find myself wanting to take my Fendi soft trunk baguette as that kind of bag. So, you know, it just didn't work out. I also, before that one, I had the Virgil's, that rainbow tie-dye one. I also sold that before I bought that one, because I thought, oh, maybe it just didn't work because that color was just too much going on. But no, it's just the Pochette Voyage. It just doesn't work for me. I'm always tempted though, like when they bring out new ones, but I know it's just something that doesn't work. I sold it, where did I sell it to? Someone in America, and I'm pretty sure from memory, I either made a profit on it or I sold it for what I bought it for. I can't remember which one, but it was one of those. So it was like no harm, no foul sort of thing. But if you ever see me wanting a Pochette Voyage, tell me, no, Connor, it does not work for you. But yeah, she's gone to her new home in Los Angeles. And then the last item that I sold was my beloved Loewe puzzle bag in the small size. Mine was in the soft caramel, and it was in, I guess now, the older puzzle style. I have no qualms about that bag. I'm looking to replace it for another one, but what I noticed was that color, that caramel color, it kind of, I don't know, I feel like I liked it and I loved using that bag. It was my most used bag. But then I saw, who was it? Someone did a video and they said that the Loewe discontinued that color and replaced it with the toffee color because they got complaints about it looking like a basketball, like the color was too much like a basketball. And then after that, all I could see was more terracotta orange in it. I don't know, and I used it so much, which I probably shouldn't have done because it became like a, what's the word? Like, I used it for work as like my personal bag, and it just became synonymous with going to work. And this is when I went into the office a lot. So I just kind of fell out of love with the color. I used it too much, and it was one of those things where I was like, look, cool. I can find the same bag, but in the classic tan color, and it sold for a great price. So I thought, well, if I sell mine for a great price, cool. I ended up selling it maybe a few weeks before I went to Singapore. Maybe it was in May, and I sold it for $3,400. I bought it for $3,700 in 2021. So I feel like I used that bag a lot. The condition was great. It was clean. There was like no wear on the bag, so it was a great testament to like the quality of Loewe. But yeah, I moved it on. I lost $300 after using that. It probably cost me like 5 cents every time I wore that bag, the amount of wear I got out of it. But I think they retail now for like over $5,000. When I bought it, it retailed for like $4,200 or something like that. And then I got it from Harrods and it had 10% off, and there was a whole coupon scenario. But I sold it for $3,400 and I bought it for $3,700. So doing pretty well. I want to add, I think, a mini puzzle bag back in, and I was waiting for one in like a navy with silver hardware. They just released a navy one, but it has gold hardware, and I'm just like, I don't like navy and gold together. It reminds me like really old fashioned, whereas like silver and navy, it's really like fresh and it's a lot more my style. So I'm just like, for fuck's sake, Loewe, sort your shit out. And then I'm not sure if I like the new puzzle style. I feel like I like the older one. I'm conflicted, and if you're conflicted, just do nothing, stand still. So I will eventually add another one back in because I had, it was nothing against the bag or the style or anything like that. I loved it. I just kind of fell out of love with it. And if someone could buy it at a price I was asking, then that's how the world works. So yeah, I only sold 2 things, only bought 2 bags. So it was like 2 in, 2 out, I guess. But that's where we're at today. And that is it for 2024. So that's everything I purchased and what I sold. I feel like I am missing something, but I don't think I am at the same time. Who knows? I'll probably remember it when I'm editing this video, but if I do, I'll pin it to the top comments. But thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please give it the thumbs up, as it does help with the algorithm. Leave a comment down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. If you're watching this at the time I post it, it is Christmas Eve in Australia. If you're in America, it's Christmas Eve day. But hopefully you guys all have a lovely Christmas or a happy holidays, and enjoy whatever you like to do whilst you enjoy doing it. Oh my god, I'm losing the plot. But thank you, and I'll see you all very shortly in my next video. Bye!